Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower.
Charge! Ah!
Quite the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place.
May the light have mercy on you.
There she goes. No more magic for you.
I didn't know the Iron Mask kills right away.
Well, from what I've heard, there are two ways it can go. Either it makes you lose your magic, and then slowly your sanity, or it causes a brain rupture once it's branded onto your face. Seems that this woman suffered the latter.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took out near Windwall. They still haven't given up. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new patch eating away the seeds somewhere.
I still can't believe the Lord Marshal is allowing them to do this in Greykeep. Weren't they an underground movement just some moons ago?
They were. Things changed quickly, it seems.
Now, let's move on.
Sure.
Take them down!
Yes? Who are you?
Just two soldiers. We saw the branding. Impressive work.
What do you want?
Could you tell me more about the purity of light? About your faith?
Oh, you're a seeker.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, I will do my best to answer your questions.
What exactly do you believe in? I've been told the purity of light renounces the Guardians. Is that true?
Renounce? No. The Guardians, as well as the renegade gods, are Aeonir's creation. And they are as truthful as he is. They left us.
What do you mean by they left?
Well, they were only temporary to begin with. Aeonir created them to tend to our world as long as mankind is corrupted. But now he wants to return to our world. The Guardians have gone back to their slumber.
Aeonir wants to return?
Yes, Aeonir will return to this world. 12 moons ago, the Harbinger of Light, our leader, had visions where the All-Father himself spoke to him. He said that after all the suffering we, his creation, had to endure, the time has come to bring peace again. He will reveal himself to us, and will make this world one of freedom, peace, and equality again.
And how exactly will he do this? It's not like there's no reason our world is the way it is.
It's a god we are talking about, not a guardian, but a true god. The only god, the creator. You're making the mistake I made before the Harbinger showed me the truth too. You are trying to apply human thinking to something that never was human to begin with.
And why hasn't he returned yet?
Well, that's the reason we're here. Aeonir also told the Harbinger something else. That he will only return once mankind has become pure again.
Pure?
Yes. Free of the wrong faith. Free of defilers. That's our mission. And once we've succeeded, the Harbinger will open the gates so that Aeonir can step through.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Do you have some kind of leader? Your movement originated in Greyfell, correct?
Movement. I don't think you quite understand who we are, soldier. But I have faith that you will soon enough. Regarding your first question, yes, we do. Harbinger of Light, or Rondar Lacane, as his worldly name is known. He is out of the city at the moment, but if you want a chance to hear his sermons yourself, he will return to Greykeep 1 or 2 days from now.
This woman, what did she do?
That one? She was one of Asamo Tahar's rebels. They hid in wind walls, but the royal army took out their camp. She summoned a beast that tore apart 13 soldiers before they finally pinned her down. It's good that the mask put an end to her right away.
What's your problem with mages?
We don't have a problem with mages. We have a problem with defilers.
What's the difference?
Well, a mage is someone who has the ability to tap into the power the All-Father Aeonir used to create the universe. It's a burden, and we are well aware of how some mages suffer. However, having that ability by itself is not a sin. Using it is. Man should not have that power, regardless of stature or morality.
But that's what defilers do. They have no humility. They recklessly indulge in their magic and use it for their own purposes. Asamo Tahar is the best example. He showed the world how foul and dangerous uncontrolled magic can be.
What about battle mages? There are mages in the royal army, too.
Well, technically they are defilers too, but they are a necessary evil, so to speak. Mages are powerful, and in order to keep Northander safe from them, they might be needed. It sounds paradoxical, I know, but it's the truth.
But can't magic also be used for good?
It's not about good or bad, it's about humility. Man was never meant to use magic, and the disregard of this fact is what made the world the violent, corrupted place that it is. So yes, magic can heal as much as it can kill, but that does not change that we are not allowed to meddle with it. We are not gods, soldier, we are men, and until we know our place again, Aeonir will not return.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll be going.
Certainly. Aeonir's light guide your path, soldier.
For the crown!
Whatever's necessary.
Charge!
You read my mind.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Them down!
Now would you look at that?
Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy! Again! Brandon, Ronan, come here!
Yeah,
See these two over there? You'll fight them.
but they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But,
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Wait! You won, all right? I yield! I said I yield, damn it!
All right, corporal. I think they've had enough. Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
Yes, that's it. Now again. Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents. Good work. Those pals aren't without talent. They're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture. I almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so dramatic. So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Yeah, why not? I could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring when you're ready. 1, 2, 1, you there! Yes, you, Wolf Guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Karpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Look, we don't have time for...
We'll fight.
But...
Get in the ring.
On your marks, and fight!
Whatever's necessary.
They will fall.
Stop! That's enough! What are you trying to do, for heck's sake? Get yourself killed? This is practice, and Tahar beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
This isn't over, Tahar. I swear it.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not Ken!
Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Weren't you Wolfguard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
We are. I had no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about it.
Bertrand, tell me.
No idea how much you remember from that night when we freed you, but as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe...
You think he's blaming me for her death?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway, here. You should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now. And the Lord Marshal's waiting for you.
Who do we fight?
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits. But seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had a lot of practice neither.
You want to fight us?
2 versus 1?
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come on, let's not overthink this. Let's get in the ring. Good. Then let's dance. Ready, Tahar? Good. Recruits, ready your weapons. All right, this is enough.
Oof. The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Karpal.
Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the Marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe.
Understood.
Yes, that's it! Now again! Remember, eyes locked onto your opponents!
You read my mind.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Axes, daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. A fair offer. Ah.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Eilith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight, his equally disliked brother attempted to kill him, Arif fled all the way to the top of the Grey Tower, into his shrine. But his brother, sword in hand, followed. A fight ensued in which both of them were fatally wounded. Ever since, the hall has stood as a symbol for justice.
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look.
What do we need?
They will fall.
Let's see.
And you swear by the light that your words are the truth.
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnenmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
Who's that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elves said about Aeon.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the Purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
The betrayer's child. So they still haven't thrown you into a dungeon, have they?
What's your problem?
My problem? Maybe that Isamo Tahar's child is allowed to run around the keep and wear the Nortanda badge like none of what your father did ever happened.
I risked my life to help Nortander, and my father wanted to kill me for it. You're aware of that, right?
That's what you'd like people to believe, isn't it? Well, here's what I think really happened. You saw that you couldn't escape with your father when the Wolf Guard came to get you. So, you decided to play traitor instead.
Bullshit.
Yes. Primitive words. Spoken by a primitive person. I expected no less. I'll make sure you see the light one day, Tahar. Trust me. I will.
Let's see.
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
I have a name, you know.
I suppose you do. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army. Though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Taris, servant of the Light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the Purity is creating the laws now?
No, we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
I'll be off. Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Taris, servant of the Light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the Purity is creating the laws now?
No, we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
I'll be off. Who are you? I haven't seen you.
That is very
So the Purity is creating
No.
What did this woman...
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army.
I'll be off.
Ah! Take them down!
Whatever's necessary. You read my mind.
Ah! Charge! Ah!
One, two, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep at it.
Ah!
I'm ready.
For the crown! Charge!
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War. You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
It just... never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Interesting.
Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that.
Ah! Take them down!
You read my mind. Whatever's necessary.
All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason. Once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
For the crown! Ah! Ah!
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time. And what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Greyfell next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed.
Ah! Charge!
Tahar, get over here. We don't have all day.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, and there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this Bloodburn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine is shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you're suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars settle that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentenza?
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
If the bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we get into the contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
What? You've been briefed.
Huh. What is it? Meet me at the gate of the keep when you're ready.
Ah! Take them down!
Whatever's necessary. Now would you look at that?
For the crown!
Let's see.
Ah! Charge! Take them down!
They will fall.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you.
Charge! Ah!
Let's see. Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it looks as if it hasn't been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
Well, good question. You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that.
You read my mind.
For the crown! Ah!
Whatever's necessary.
Take them down! Charge! Ah.
There you are. Ready?
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of Leonida, have long led a peaceful life. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way. I mean,
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh, looks pretty serene.
Still. What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it, and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
Orders?
queen! Yeah! They will fall.
Make it quick!
For the crown! Yeah!
Corpses. Was that the blood burn?
We'll see. And if that's the case, let's hope the potions will protect us.
Still fresh. They don't show any symptoms of the blood burn.
That's not good. We should hurry.
Charge!
What's this?
Looks like an old trading post. I guess it got overrun by rebels during the Mage Wars. We might actually use it as an outpost if we need help from our troops.
Speaking of troops, where's the rest of the Wolf Guard? Didn't you say we'd meet up with them near the King's Forest?
Yes, but they're still up north taking care of some rebels. They should arrive soon, though.
Take them down. For the crown!
Whatever's necessary.
Ah! Yeah! Charge! You don't know who you're messing with.
Let's see. Interesting.
Take them down! For the crown!
Right away. Stay alert.
Yeah!
Let's see.
Sure.
Ah!
Easy.
Huh. Interesting.
Charge! Charge! For the queen!
ragged cloth, blistered feet. They look like refugees.
Huh. All that time stationed in Greykeep almost made me forget how many of them are still out there. Damn that bloody war.
Now would you look at that? A respectable soldier, right in our humble encampment. How can I help?
Who are you people? We didn't expect to find someone that far out in the wild.
Who we are? Well, we like to call ourselves the Travelers, though most would probably refer to us as refugees. Orphans of the war, if you're feeling poetic. Tramps, if you aren't.
I see. But why stay on the road? Why not try your luck in, I don't know, Everlight perhaps? Greyfell?
Did you really just ask that? Of course we'd rather be behind thick walls with a roof over our heads. But what do you think the odds are of the guards letting a group of ragged vagrants through their precious gates? I learned it the hard way. You see, this is why we came to Leonon, a village, and we only heard the best about it from a traveler. And now it got taken by a bloody plague. If fate exists, it has a damn bad sense of humor.
Where are you from, then? I take it your city got destroyed in the war.
City? Town's more like it. Mistvale, it was called. We aren't all from there, though. Just me and that red-headed girl over there, Elaine. But yes, it got destroyed. I still feel like all this is just a bad dream sometimes. I spent my entire life there, and now it's gone. Burnt to the ground by Asamo Dahar's defilers. It's a tragedy. But to answer your question, most of these folks I met on the road, and we just stuck together. It's easier to survive in numbers.
So, you're the leader?
Well, I'm definitely the one with the most winters on my back, and I guess that made people trust me, for better or worse.
Well, good luck to you people. We need to push on now.
Wait, I don't know how to say this, but something happened and we don't really know what to do. Could you spare a moment and help us?
What is it?
It's actually quite simple. We were betrayed by one of our own, a young fellow named Gilbert. He was responsible for giving out food to everyone in the camp. Long story short, he stole from us. When our provisions were running low, we decided that we needed to cut the rations. But Gilbert didn't accept it, so he just took half of our provisions and ran off.
I'll see what I can do. Do you think he's still in the area?
I'm sure of it. It only just happened last night, and with them elven folk around, he wouldn't dare to go far. Thank you, soldiers. It's good to know that the Crown still cares about us.
She does.
What is it?
I'll be off.
Take him down.
You read my mind.
For the crown!
Yes.
Right. I'll take a look.
Are you Gilbert?
What?
Well, we were sent here by Mother Kalia from the refugee camp in the south. I'm searching for a certain Gilbert who stole rations and left them to starve in the wilderness.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know any Gilbert. Now, please.
Hi, Gilby. Who are those men? Do they have any news of Mary? She should be back from the marketplace by now.
Dad, not now.
Gilby.
Blazes. I knew this wouldn't end well. I'm Gilbert, and I stole the provisions. Just didn't think they'd send a sellsword after me. Now, please, if you're here to kill us, just get it over with, will you? Me and my old man have suffered enough already.
Why did you do it? Steal the provisions?
So she didn't tell you. Figures. Well, then I will. Mother Callier, the wise old woman, after the provisions ran low, she cut the rations.
We know that much already.
Also that her plan was to cut the rations for my father entirely? Because he was dying already and it would be mercy? I tried to tell her that it wasn't too late for him, but she wouldn't listen. So in the end, I had no choice. I took Dad, packed all the food I could carry and left. I honestly hope they all rot in the claws of Nor for turning their back on us.
Your father mentioned a Mary. Is it more than just the two of you?
What? Oh, no. Mary was the name of my mother. She died 2 years ago when our village was overrun. Dad has been, well, seeing her for the past couple of days, and I just don't have the heart to remind him that she's dead.
What's wrong with your father, anyway?
I'm no apothecary, so I couldn't tell you. He's been getting worse for the last few months, but it started getting really bad around 2 weeks ago. Could you believe that he was once the strongest man in the village? Now look at him. He doesn't even recognize me half of the time. I won't lie. It's hard for the two of us.
Keep the provisions. You and your father have suffered enough. I'll tell Mother Kalia that I couldn't find you.
Wait, are you serious?
I am.
Forget about it. You'll hand over all of these sacks right now, and we'll take them back to the refugees.
But...
Tahar, don't test my patience. His father is sick, all right, but he would have left those people out in the wilderness to starve to death. He doesn't deserve any mercy.
Well, then your death on him. But I guess there's nothing I can do. Here's the rations. Take them. Tell that bloody old wench she'll burn in the fires of Bogagor for this. Dad? We need to go now. I'll carry you, so just hang in there, will you? You need to.
Go. Yes. Yes, we will.
Was that really necessary?
You can't legitimize a crime like that, regardless of the reasons. And when did I ask for your opinion?
I'm sorry, sir.
No need.
Good to see you back, soldier. Any luck with the provisions yet?
Actually, let's talk about Gilbert first. I think you left out something there, didn't you? The boy wasn't a simple thief. He was just protecting his dying father.
I had a feeling you were going to say this. I left that part out. But why shouldn't I? That boy was delusional. He kept on giving our best provisions to his old man, who was already 1 foot into the grave. I didn't even think he was still alive, so I didn't tell you.
I see your point. Still, you shouldn't have lied. especially not to a member of the Wolf Guard.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Here's the food. We made sure Gilbert won't bother you again.
Let me see. Blazes. Yes! That's almost all of it. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Wait a moment. Here, take this. It's something I took from a dead mage we found on the roadside. I was going to sell it, but it's the least we can do for you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you and your people.
And to you.
All right, that was the last distraction. Let's get back to the task at hand.
Understood.
For the crown! Yeah!
For the Queen! Easy. For the Queen!
You read my mind. Elves? All the way out here?
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
Charge! Yeah!
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage. What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate.
What about the corpses? We found what looked like villagers with arrows in their backs.
Bandits, not villagers. They were near the village when we got here, and we took care of them.
Since when exactly? You built quite an outpost.
Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew there'd be an outbreak?
Yes.
Well, investigating is also what we're here for. Maybe we could join forces.
I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible.
Why?
Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aeolith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Angar and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now.
The purity has nothing to do with this. We are here to prevent the bloodburn from spreading.
Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have 5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Back to the trading post, now!
Ah! For the crown!
Make it quick! Take him down!
Ah! Charge!
Whatever's necessary.
Yeah!
Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you... What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Anselm, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned more here want blood, they shall have it.
You're Corporal Tahar, I assume?
Yeah. Any advice on how to get started?
We should probably stock up on provisions first. I suggest we send out some men to hunt and do some wood cutting.
Got it.
And don't forget to get a stone cutter going, too.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Take them down!
I ride with Hiran.
For the crown!
Building completed. Building completed.
We'll only take a second. All right, then let's get to it.
We're in for a fight.
So little time.
Make it quick!
Building completed.
Orders?
Yes?
They will fall.
This will be a masterpiece. Take a second.
Whatever's necessary.
That should work.
You read my mind.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Charge!
Onwards.
Charge!
Right.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you can find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
All right, let's find more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed.
Ah!
You read my mind.
For the queen! Give up!
This will be a masterpiece.
Whatever's necessary.
Easy. For the crown! Make it quick! For the crown! Yeah! This is over. They will fall. For the queen!
Whatever's necessary.
Charge! Take him down.
You read my mind.
Take them down! They will fall.
Whatever's necessary.
For the crown!
Yes, that's a good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
For the crown!
Let's get to work. All right, then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
Hmm?
Yeah! Easy.
It'll only take a second. So much to do, so little time.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
That should work.
Building completed.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
What is it?
Ah! Charge! For the queen! Yeah! Charge!
Bandits up ahead.
Sure.
For the crown! Yeah! Take them down! Make it quick! Ah! Charge!
They will fall.
Yes, that's a good spot.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.